Hello and welcome to this video demonstration of the brand new Y series from TouchIT Technologies. We're really excited to launch the product, and today I'm going to show you the new features that we're launching. So let's go ahead and take a look at the product. If you're familiar with the TouchIT product line already, you will notice some pretty distinct changes with the Y series. Firstly, the frame. The frame is aluminum frame and it's a really nice titanium colour. It's also a lot thinner and a lot sleeker than the previous versions. On the front of the LED you'll now find front-facing speakers, so they're two 10-watt speakers, and we've also got front input panels so you can connect a student machine, for example, or a USB drive for the onboard Android that we'll come on to shortly. The glass on the front of the LED is an anti-glare glass, so it's really good to be able to see the image in pretty much all conditions. And finally, the warranty of the unit is our commercial grade 3-year on-site warranty. So if there is a problem, we do send out the parts, we send out a technician, and they will fix that product at your own location. The TouchIT Y series is available in 4 different sizes and 2 resolutions. It's available in a 55-inch and a 65-inch, which are full HD resolution, and it's available in a 75 and an 85-inch, which are 4K resolutions. That's 4 sizes and 2 different resolutions. The first feature we're going to take a look at on the Y series is the Onboard Android. And what Onboard Android means is that if you don't have a computer connected to the LED, you can still switch it on and use the LED as a standalone product. So the Onboard Android gives us access to a whole bunch of apps, and you can see here I've got everything from games to web browsers to the popular Microsoft apps, and I've installed all of those onto the LED itself. So I can open up and I can run the applications from the LED without having a computer connected. So here I'm opening up Excel, I'm starting a new workbook, and I'm doing all of this from the Onboard Android, which is really pretty cool. I'm sure the first thing that you're thinking is, well, where do I get these apps from in the first place? So what we've done for the Y series is we've actually developed our own app store, the TouchIT App Store. And the TouchIT App Store, all of the apps that are inside of the store are totally free. And not only are they free, they are all suitable to be used on the interactive LED. So I can just go to the TouchIT App Store, I can log in, create myself that free account, and I can download. Currently there's over 700 apps inside of the store, and we're adding to that all the time, but it means there's no shortage of content to be used on the Onboard Android on the TouchIT Y series. If you're looking for a really easy to use whiteboarding tool or annotation tool for the Onboard Android, we've actually developed a brand new app just for this. It's called Contribute. So I can open Contribute here, and Contribute is designed to be really easy, so anybody can just come and use the tool just as you would a regular whiteboard. I've got 2 options. I can either open my saved files or I can start a new session. I then come over, I swipe, and I can take my tools. I've taken a pen, I can change the line thickness, I can change the colour, and I can annotate right onto the screen. So it's really simple. I can import images, I can import PDFs. I can then save everything that I've done on the screen simply by opening the menu and hitting the save icon, and that's just saved my annotations onto the LED. If I want to take them off the Android, I can export them as a PDF, and again it's a quick and easy process. So the Contribute app is designed to be really simple. that annotation or that whiteboarding tool. And it's totally free and it's available with all of the other apps in the TouchIT App Store. There are two more features that I'd like to share with you with the Onboard Android. And the first is the ability to have a stopwatch and a countdown timer available right at the screen. To access these, I hit the clock, and up the top I've now got my option for a stopwatch, which I can start and stop and reset. And I've also got a countdown timer where I can enter the number of seconds and that will count down for me. So as a teacher, it gives me a couple of options to give some timed activities to the students directly from that Onboard Android on the TouchIT Y series. And lastly, with the Onboard Android, because it's always running in the background, it means that you can use the operating system to actually switch between any computer that you have connected. And it's really easy to do. I can either swipe up and use the input panel to change the input, or I can use the preview here at the top of the screen. I just tap that and I'm now displaying my Windows operating system. So very easy to switch between the two. If I want to go back to Android, swipe up, hit the home icon, and I'm now back to the Android operating system. It really is a fantastic addition to the TouchIT Y series. We're now going to take a look at the software that comes with the Y series of the TouchIT LED. Now, the first piece of software that we're going to take a look at is Octopus, and Octopus is our educational content software, and it's organised into subject-specific toolbars. So I have a whole series of tools that I can use to create activities. Now, I'm not going to go into too much detail on this demo video because we do have other videos which are much more in depth on the software. I just want to give you a 1,000 feet overview. So in its most basic form, I can take a pen, and because the LED, the Y series, is a 10-point multi-touch, I can use 10 inputs on the screen at once. Just tap to save that. I can come into my tools and I'm just going to bring out some maths tools, and the tools really are to give me the ability to create activities at the LED. So if I drop the numbers, they snap nicely together, and I can create a sum which I can either have the students come up to the LED to answer, or they can do it at their desk with their calculators or longhand, for example. So there's over 70 different tools inside of Octopus, and they're really designed, as I've said, to create interactive lessons at the LED. Another new feature of Octopus for 2017 is the availability of 10,000 pre-prepared state-aligned lessons that you can download and use with the Octopus software. So in addition to the tools that you can create your own interactive lessons, we've also some pre-prepared content for you. And if I just jump into my lesson search here, I'm going to bring up my keyboard and just do a quick search for algebra. What will now be shown is all of the content that has been created for algebra, along with some previews that I can download and install. And you can see here it also has the grade level next to them. So that's 10,000 lessons that you can download and use with Octopus. Another really cool feature for 2017. If you're coming from interactive whiteboards over to the Y series interactive flat panel, then the chances are that you're going to have legacy content that is created with the software from other manufacturers, so for example Smartboard or Promethean. What we have with Octopus is the ability to import this content directly into the Octopus software without losing it. If this is something that you're particularly interested in, on our website we have some detailed blog posts on this topic, as well as some video demonstrations that show exactly how it's done in great detail. But for this demo, I'll just show you a quick overview. I'm going to import a Promethean file. I'm going to go to File, I'm going to click on Open. I don't need to save my existing file there. I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to find my Promethean IWB file. I'm going to click Open, and very quickly that content has opened up on my screen and it's imported, so I haven't lost it and I don't need to create it. So if you do have Smart Notebook files or Active Studio files and you're considering moving over to the TouchIT Y series, don't worry, you won't lose that legacy content. The last feature that I'd like to cover with Octopus is the ability to collaborate on Chromebooks. Now we know that Chromebooks are really popular at the moment in schools and districts, so what we have with Octopus is the ability to integrate them into the classroom and collaborate with the interactive LED. Now if this is a feature that you're particularly interested in, on our website we have a much more in-depth demonstration of how this works and the capabilities with Chrome, but for this demo I'm just going to give you that 1,000 feet overview again. So I've created a question using my numbers and my symbols tool. Any question that is created with the interactive tools inside of Octopus that has this little black arrow here means that I can push that out as a question to the students on their Chromebook. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to hit that, it turns green, and now the student, as you can see down here, is able to respond on their Chromebook and send their answer back to the LED. So Octopus not only has those 70+ subject-specific interactive tools, not only does it have the ability to import your legacy Smart and Promethean files, not only is there 10,000 state-aligned lessons available, but you also have the ability with Octopus to collaborate with your students on Chromebooks. So again, it's a pretty cool piece of software that comes with the Y series interactive flat panel from TouchIT Technologies. The second piece of software that I'm going to show you that comes with the Y series TouchIT LED is called TouchIT Notes. And again, there is a much more detailed demonstration on the website if you'd like to check it out. But today, I'm just going to give you a very brief overview. So TouchIT Notes allows me to do 4 things. As a teacher, it allows me to use my own device to have full mouse control of the LED. As a student, I can connect from any Mac, Windows, iOS or Android device and receive content that is broadcast from the LED. And that's what we're going to look at here today in this demo. Thirdly, the students can annotate that content and save it to their own device. But they can also do that collaboratively. So think of a class, think of being able to connect all your students together and have a shared work area. And lastly, I can do all of this either locally or I can do it over the cloud. So let's go ahead and take a look how I connect as a student so that in this case I can receive what's on the LED on my iPad. So as the teacher, I've already logged in with my username and my password, and I've started a session. So as the student, I'm going to now open the app on my device, I'm going to enter my name, which I've already done, and I'm going to enter this session ID number, which can be found at the bottom of the LED. So let's enter that now. 0202 0144 5032. And I'm going to hit join. So within a few seconds, everything that is being shown on the LED is being broadcast out onto my iPad, and I can now interact with that on my iPad. Okay, so you can see here my iPad is clearly showing what's on the screen, and if the teacher allows me to, I can actually answer the problem that's being broadcast out. So I'm going to go in, I'm just going to allow collaboration, I'm going to accept that collaboration, and now I'm going to use my tools to actually write the answer. So 2 by 6 is 12 and 3 by 7 is 21. So as you can see, the students can answer and interact with the LED through TouchIT Notes and their device. So it's a really powerful solution. And again, if you would like more information on the software, there's a much more in-depth demonstration at touchittechnologies.com. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video demonstration. I hope you found it useful and have a great day.